All right, in this video, I want to share with you the exact strategy that I used to grow my coaching program from 20 to 153 clients in 12 months using Instagram. Instagram is my main platform and responsible for 90% of my sales. And if you stay until the end, I'll break down exactly what I do step by step so you can sign 2 to 5 clients a week on autopilot. Now, the best part is this strategy works even if you have a small following. Before we jump in, if you're new to the channel, my name is Dr. Matt. I've scaled both low and high ticket coaching programs to 7 figures. And I currently partner with health coaches to help them get more clients and scale their income on Instagram. So let's go ahead and jump in. All right, so one big mistake that coaches make when they start growing their business is the mindset of, I've got to build an audience before I sell anything. Which means I've got to be posting content for at least 6 to 12 months before I make an offer. And that's simply not true, and it's actually going to hold you back. It's bad advice. Don't do it, okay? I maybe had 5,000 followers when I hit my first $50,000 month in business. Okay, now let's just look at the numbers here. Okay, if you want to add $10,000 a month to your business, and let's say you have a really good price program and you're priced for health coaching and you're pricing around $500 a month. Okay, premium price, pretty good for a healthcare offer or like a health coaching offer, right? Well, you only need 20 new clients at $500 a month to add $10,000 a month to your business. That's it. So let me ask you, do you need 10,000 followers to get 20 clients? I hope not, okay? Because that would be a problem with your content and it's not very efficient, right? It's like an efficiency problem. If for 20 clients, I have to get 10,000 followers, that's an uphill battle. What if you only needed 100 or 200 new followers to get 20 clients? In my opinion, that's a better business model. Right? So you don't need to wait until you have a big following. Don't do that. Okay. In fact, I want you to create an offer first and then create a brand and start creating content around that. Okay. And this kind of leads me up into the next problem that I see or mistake that coaches make because they have this mindset of I have to have a big following. They start to create content that's designed to get more followers and reach. And that's not the same content that converts into high paying clients. Okay, it's totally opposite. I'm gonna jump into my screen over here and just kind of give you an example of this. All right, so here's an example of a post that I made in 2022. This one probably is one of my most viral posts. It got close to 800 likes. And what this is talking about is it's talking about the importance of investing in yourself. If you wanna make, it says the hook's like, if you wanna make $500,000 to $1 million a year, you've gotta invest in yourself. Right? You've got to learn the skills to do that. And, that piece of content is broad. It applies to everyone. Anyone can want to make $500,000 to $1 million a year, right? And the lesson there of investing in yourself, anybody can take and apply and be like, oh yeah, I want to do that, right? So because of that, because I'm talking to everyone and it's a good piece of content, it's going to get more views. It's going to get more virality. But if I just help health coaches get more clients, like that's what people pay me to do, I'm not going to get clients from this piece of content. I might get followers, but what type of followers are going to come through? I didn't mention anything around health coaching. I didn't mention anything around marketing. I didn't mention anything really around sales. So this piece of content, while it's a good post, isn't going to get me any clients. And the whole goal of posting on social media is to get you more clients. Right? Now, that's just an example of this one. Now, this one got a ton of engagement, ton of likes, ton of shares, all that stuff. Here's another post. Okay? This post is a social proof post. This is a case study testimonial post of us starting with a new coach and taking him to $10,000 a month in a month, right? So he had his first 10K month while working with us. In these types of posts, this one I didn't actually do that much of. I'll shout him out, be like, hey man, congratulations. I'll link him here because people who are engaging my content, they want to see other people like them who've gotten the results that they want to achieve. Okay. So if you're a newer coach and you want to be making $10,000 a month and you see somebody who looks like you, right? Oh man, he looks like me. He's similar age to me. He's pretty fit. He looks this way. Okay, I'm gonna look at his account to see if I could do it too. So prospective client would come over here and they click his account and they'd be like, oh man, he doesn't get that much engagement. His engagement, I get more engagement than he does. And he's making $10,000 a month? What? That's crazy, right? I wonder what Dr. Matt does, right? So that piece of content there is a higher converting piece of content, but it doesn't get a lot of reach, right? So, I'll just jump in here. Anytime you make a post on social media where you're promoting your service, typically you'll see lower views, you'll see lower likes, right? Where like that last piece of content you just saw a second ago has 1,800 likes. This has 50 likes. But this piece of content shows that I can get the result that I promise my clients, right? If it's a newer coach, right? So this piece of content is what's going to get me more clients. The other piece of content does not. All right. So you want to create content that's going to get you clients. And to do that, you need to show social proof and you need to talk to people based off the problems that they're experiencing. So this guy, when he came to us, he was charging $100 a month, right? And for him, we were able to help him sell high ticket. And when we did that, that helped him hit his first 10K month without changing like the amount of clients he was working with. We just helped him repackage his offer, right? This piece of content gets clients, this one does not, right? So we want to create content that's designed to be in front of our ideal clients, all right? Now, we still do want to create some content that's going to help us build our audience, but we want to do the right type of content. This one, not the best one, okay? Let me show you another example of this. And then I want to transition into the 5 things that you're going to want to do to improve your Instagram account. So that's going to include things like bio, what to say in the DMs, what to post every single day, all of that stuff. We're going to get to that. But let me show you a good example of a post that I made that does get me new followers and new eyes, but it doesn't go viral to the point of like getting in front of everybody. Okay. All right. So I just found one here. I get a lot of hits off of these carousel or Twitter style posts. Again, they're like my favorite type of content to make right now. Okay, making content will change your life. It helped me quit working in person 9 to 5, build a high impact coaching business, travel 6 months while making 10K plus a month. If I had to start from scratch, here's exactly what I'd do. So, I'm already talking about build a high impact coaching business, quit my 9 to 5, and travel, right? These are the outcomes that a lot of our ideal clients want to have. So this post here, it did well. It got 200 plus likes. It didn't go crazy viral, but if we jump into insights here, it got in front of another 2,500 non-followers, like 2,500-ish to 3K-ish non-followers, right? It got 90 shares. So 90 people sent this out. It's a high value piece of content too. I go over exactly step-by-step what to do. It got 344 saves, 202 likes, and then it created 24 new followers. Again, high quality followers. And 4 people clicked my link in bio. 100 people, almost 100 people, went to my profile to check out, whoa, what does this guy do? Right? So overall, this piece of content I will take over the viral reel that I had all day, every day. Why? Because this calls out my ideal clients, and it's a really solid piece. And it does get me new followers, not a ton like the viral ones do, but the right kind. And that's important. All right, so now what I do is I want to transition over to the strategy, okay, to the 5-step strategy that I want you to use or test out to improve your content, to get more clients, and ultimately make more money, help more people. All right, so here's where we're gonna start out. We're gonna start out, step 1 is gonna be optimizing your bio and your headshot, okay? Here's just a quick screenshot of mine. Mine's changed just a little bit since this, but notice here, I've got a high quality photo, all right? High quality photo, important. Just go pay a photographer $100 and get a headshot, okay? You can legit go online and type in headshots near me, professional headshots near me. You can get one for $100 or less, all right? We want our handle to be our name ideally. So for me, Dr. Matt Shiver, one all the way through. What you can do is you can, if you don't have that, you can add spaces, but I'd encourage you to try to stay away from numbers, okay? Now, once we've done profile photo and the handle, we're then going to change our name, so our profile name. And again, what we want to do for this is your name, and then you're going to put a slash here, and then you're going to put whatever somebody would look for you. Okay, so if you're a fitness coach, type in fitness coach. If you're a hormone expert or gut health expert, right? Like, what is the thing that somebody would go into Instagram and search if they're looking for help? Right? So mine says online business coach. I could put marketing coach. I could put marketing and sales coach. I'm keeping mine as online business coach for now. All right. Now, once you've done that, when we look at our bio, I'm going to give you the simplest way to make this. We're just going to do a simple I help statement. Okay. I help. Who do you help? And then what do you help them with? That's it. Okay. So I help health coaches get more clients. That's what I do. All right. Simple, easy. If you're a weight loss coach, I help women lose 10 to 20 pounds. All right. Easy. I help women regain confidence in their clothes. I help women look good naked. Right. Simple. Okay. You can add without conditions and make it longer and stuff, but just the meat and potatoes. Who do you help? What do you help them do? All right. Underneath that, I've got just a little bit of social proof. So since I've been coaching online since 2015, just shows I've been doing this almost a decade. I've worked with over 2,500 clients in that time period. So if I've worked personally with 2,500 clients, I can get you more clients because I've worked with a ton of clients. Okay. And then my last thing here is I have a lead magnet. This was a live masterclass that I held. And then there's a link here where they can register for it. If you don't have a lead magnet, then you can just put your application below and that's fine. All right, so that's step one. Now, step two, once you've done that, what we wanna do is we wanna update and optimize your story highlights and your pin posts, okay? Now, for your story highlights, you'll kind of see what mine look like. My first story highlight is my offer. So this just walks through, here's who I help, here's how I help them, okay? I want that front and center because anybody that hits my account, I want them to know what I do, right? And if they want to work with me, great. Because I use my Instagram as a business asset. The whole reason I use Instagram is to get clients. I don't post a lot of life stuff on here. And if I do, it might get likes and engagement, but I don't care about that. Like for me, I use Instagram for business. So I'm going to make this entire thing around business. My first thing is going to be my offer. Okay. And you can check that out if you want to go to Matt Shiver or Instagram.com/Dr. Matt Shiver. Go check it out. All right. Second thing is going to be client wins. Inside of here, I'm just going to have a ton of screenshots of like wins in the community, people being like, holy cow, I got this result. All that's great. All right. So the next section is going to be my story. So this is my origin story. And I do this here and I also do this here. These are really important sales assets and like brand assets. It's essentially like why you started what you're doing now and how you came up with the unique method that you're using now to get your clients results. Okay. So go check this out. It's influenced by Russell Brunson's Expert Secrets. If you haven't already read that, highly, highly, highly recommend that. Okay. So all this is origin story, how you came about, what makes you different, all of that. Go check out mine for an example. And if you haven't read Expert Secrets, check that out. All right, next one's gonna be freebies. So this one I use for just capturing leads and building my email list. I don't actually get that much engagement with this. We'll get maybe a couple calls a month from this, but not a ton. And then this one over here, book a call. This one's just the call to action that I want them to take. Whether they go here, anywhere, I want them to book a call. And again, same thing with this one. I don't get a ton of engagement with this and clicks and people booking directly from here. But again, it kind of just like solidifies the action that I want them to take, which is to book a call. All right, so those are the story highlights. Now, when we jump into your pin posts, this is a style that I see the best results with. Is the first or second one, they could be in different orders. The first one is about your program and your guarantee and how you help your clients. Okay, so like here's how I help my clients. This one over here is my origin story. Again, this is my story. This is how I came to be. And then one that is all about results. Okay, so you'll see these are really the same three that are here are the same three that are here. My offer, my story, client wins. And they can be in different orders. So like if you'll see mine's in a different order, I think mine starts with my story, how we help coaches, and real client results. Okay, so those are the three that I've got up there. And let's go through this kind of like one by one and go from there. All right. So let's start with the single post because I think that's going to be easiest. Here's my story post. So I'm just going to read it and we can kind of just go through it together. I have this photo in here because a big part of my story is I was an Olympic weightlifter and then I got into business coaching after that. But this is a big part of like my journey of like coaching online was I coached weightlifting athletes online. So I wanted this photo to connect with those people, right? Of like, oh man, Matt was a weightlifter. Cool, I'm a weightlifter. Or, ooh, I'm a CrossFitter. So like we help a lot of people who are in this space, in the strength and conditioning space, and they can relate to this, which is super cool. All right. So it goes, hey, my name is Dr. Matt. Today marks 4 years since I left my career as a PT and went full-time online as an online coach. Okay. So, I help health coaches go full-time online. And this positions as an authority, like, hey, it's been 4 years since I left my career and did this thing full-time. And then here's the objection that I often get, especially if they're healthcare providers. I know what you're going to be thinking, Matt, you invested 3 years and racked up $100K in student loans and decided to do something else? Yes. Why? Because I followed my heart and started chasing things that excited me. I didn't want to work 9 to 5 in clinic trading dollars for hours. I wanted to be able to explore and travel the world, right? So my ideal client may not want to travel the world or explore, but they don't want to trade time for hours anymore. I wanted time and financial freedom, and I wasn't going to get it working in clinic. Again, same thing. My ideal client they do want time and financial freedom, and they don't want to work 9 to 5 somewhere. Okay. But it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. When I first started online, I had no idea how to get clients online. Okay. Again, this is where most of my clients are, right? So I'm writing this story thinking about my ideal client as I'm writing it, right? I was an Olympic weightlifting coach at the time, and I was getting all my clients from word of mouth referrals. Again, where a lot of my clients come from. Okay. I had no online presence where my clients are at, right? No social media following, no website, no plan besides just post every day and DM 20 to 50 people. That's what my ideal clients are doing, right? And then after months of doing that and seeing no results, I found a simpler approach that I've used over the last 5 years to sign 10 to 20 clients a month that doesn't require the same grind as the strategy shared above. Using this strategy, I've been able to scale both low and high ticket coaching programs to 7 figures while being able to travel every 6 to 8 weeks to fun locations to explore. Okay. A short training on the strategy is in my link in bio. It's pretty smart, Matt. And then here's some quick little fun facts about me, right? And these are kind of cute. Okay. I like to build businesses. I travel with my beautiful girlfriend. We've got 2 golden retrievers. I like to go on long hikes. I like cold brews. I was a big gamer growing up, right? I post daily content on business marketing and productivity. Drop me a follow for daily content and to connect more. Super simple. All right. But it works and it's great. It's like, oh man, I can relate to this guy. Right. Next one we're going to do is the offer post. So inside of here, you'll notice I got quite a few slides in here. The first slide is it just says how we help coaches get more clients, right? Let's come back over here. It's just how we help coaches. All right. Really, really simple. All right. The next one is going to be calling them out and saying, do you want this thing? All right. Or essentially what we do, right? We help health coaches get more clients and make more money with predictable systems. Here's how it works. And then I'm going to go through my 3 to 5 step process that walks through exactly how we get our clients results. Then I'm going to have a guarantee. I'm going to have social proof and a DM for more details. All right. So I go through my steps. Step 1, we do this. Step 2, we do this. Step 3, step 4, step 5. Want to grow a coaching business? We guarantee 20 new clients over the first 180 days of working together. To qualify, you must have 10 clients already. If you don't, we can guarantee to help you sign your next 10 clients. Just DM me the word interested for more information about our application process. So it does look like when I look at that, I missed out on this social proof slide, and it might have just been I didn't have enough slides because you can typically post like 10 slides on Instagram. So I might have just missed that. All right. But I encourage you to do the same, right? So who do you help? What do you help them do? What's like the big outcome? How do you get there? 3 to 5 steps. Do you have a guarantee that sweetens up the deal? And then DM for details. All right. With optional social proof. Okay. So that's the second carousel or second pin post. And now the third one is just going to be a carousel for your results. All right. So we'll jump into mine again. So it says real client results. I got some screenshots of people holding trophies. And then here's some just quick overview. These are actually really old. This now is 3.4, 3.5 million. I need to update this. And this is 9.6. Got to update it. So this has changed since March, of course. But just kind of like look at the overview of, just have the word results on this page. A quick overview of the type of people you work with or stats like this, if you track them. Then you'll jump over into some case studies. So I'm going to have like 3 to 4 case studies here of clients we work with. And then again, guarantee plus DM for details. All right. Meet Dr. Emily. She's a chiropractor who wanted to go full-time online. She didn't have the marketing systems to get her new clients, and she went from 3K to 13K in 8 weeks. Or Tyler, who's a run coach who didn't have systems to get new leads. He went from 5 to 6K a month to 41K a month in 6 months. Or Brooks. Brooks was an online fitness coach doing everything himself. We helped him build system, make hires, and get his time back. His business now works for him. Want to grow a coaching business? We guarantee this. If you don't, here's this. DM us for more details. All right. Very, very, very simple, but very clean and professional, right? And that's really what we want with this is we want to have professional headshot, clear bio, awesome pin posts and story highlights. And if we have that, it's going to be a lot easier for us to grow a business and start getting more paying clients because we stand out. So now let's talk about what we're going to post. Once we've got the profile optimized, what do we post? And I'm just gonna give it all to you. This is exactly what I would tell my clients to post to. And here's just a week strategy. Typically, I'll post 5 times a week. And Monday's post is a value post. And we love to do 2-step call to action posts on that. So that's like, comment this word below and I'll send you over a free training, right? We do those at least once a week. I like doing them on Mondays. I see a good amount of engagement on Mondays. And I personally do carousels. So like the one I showed you earlier, like this one was a really good one. I don't know if I posted on a Monday, but this type of post is 100% what I would post on a Monday. Okay. It provides value for the right people and it has a call to action to comment for a resource. On Tuesday, I would post a personal story post. And this can be, let me show you an example of this one. This one can be just like you being open and vulnerable. All right. So here's an example of one of those that I did. The hook was I used to hate sales and I felt icky when I pitched my coaching offer, okay? One of the biggest objections we get with our clients is that they're scared of being salesy or icky. Well, this relates to them and tells them how I made a shift, right? So works really well. And same for you is like, if you help people lose weight or help people get out of pain, talk about a time where you were injured or talk about a time where you were heavy and had a hard time. And relate to them on that level. Tell them what you did to overcome that. And that builds trust because you're able to share vulnerably and openly. All right. Wednesday, post it before and after, right? So I showed you that one that I posted before here, right? Before and after, or like a trophy photo, something that shows that you can get the results you're promising. You can do it like this, where it's just an image like that, or you can also do one that's like this. So this is one that did really well for me. It was, a social proof. Here's how Jen got a 15x times return on ad spend. Here's what we did. And then it just goes through exactly what she did to get the results, right? And again, there's another CTA here. And you'll see we got a ton of engagement from that CTA. So it was like a social proof almost into a value post that then created us more leads. All right. Thursday, another value post. This could be a reel or a tweet post. Friday, throw rocks at an enemy. So this could be, counting calories is stupid, right? Stop icing. Stop taking ibuprofen. Don't do the things that everyone else is doing. They're stupid. Okay? Carnivore is stupid. Here's why. Just giving you examples. These will ruffle feathers and they will create engagement for your ideal client. And then Saturday, we're going to do one more connection post. So again, similar to Tuesday's story post, relate to your ideal client, or it even could be just like a post like, just as Claire and I will also oftentimes like do stuff together like this, and they do super well, like this is again, Claire did this one. I was like, sure. So it's just like kind of relates to people and there's no sale there, right? There's no sale. It's just like a feel good post. And it also like shares, you have a real life, personal life outside of just work. All right. So take this, and if you guys are watching this, you can take a screenshot of this now. Take this for posts. If you want to see what I also wrote for stories, you can screenshot that too. And just an important note here is that we want to be showcasing that we can get results at least twice a week. Okay. We did one as a post here on Wednesday, but you can also do the same thing as on a story before and afters and stuff like that. Is like anytime I get a message that I see, I could use this as a social proof, I'll throw it up on my stories later on that week. All right. So do that. That's the third thing. The first thing, optimize profile being headshot and bio. Second thing, optimize pin post and story highlights, like I shared. Third thing, use this posting strategy, okay? Now, as you're doing this, you're posting content, it's good content, people are sharing it, you're gonna start to get new followers, which leads me into point number 4 is starting to have DM conversations with all the new followers you get, okay? So here is a very simple DM script process. I'm just gonna walk you through it. I prefer this much more than a DM script. Like I do have a DM script we give people, but a process and a framework is just gonna work better because sometimes when you're doing following scripts, people aren't machines. They don't follow the same prompts. They don't answer it the same way, etc. So a framework allows you to check off, did this person give me this response, yes or no? If they did, then I can continue, okay? So let's kind of cover this real quick. Step number 1, starting a conversation. You need to find ways to start conversations. This could be a new follower. They could have reached out to you. They could have engaged on a post. It means they liked it, they shared it, they did something, they commented on it, right? You can find people who view your stories and you can message them there. Or it could be from a paid ad that brings somebody either as a follower or to message you. You can then start a conversation there, see if you need help, and go from there. All right. Step 1, start the DM conversation. Step 2, we need to qualify the people we have conversations with. Okay. Now, if you're an online health coach, you just need to make sure that, they're in your niche, right? They're in your niche. And they're working, they have a goal, or they're kind of working towards what you do. You don't need to financially qualify them or any of that stuff here. It's more so like, let's just pretend you work with CrossFit athletes. Qualify. Do you do CrossFit? Yes. Okay, cool. And you're training for performance? Great. All right, next goal. What is that performance, right? This doesn't need to be a lot, but you do need to have some qualifiers so that you don't have all these DM conversations and no one books calls. Okay. So once you discover they are in your niche, we want to determine the goals. Now, what are the goals they want to achieve? And we want it to be objective. If it's weight loss, where are they at now? What's their current body weight? Where do they want to be? If they're in pain, you can even do a pain scale. Gotcha. Out of curiosity, like 0 out of 10, how much is that? How large is that pain, or how much pain are you experiencing a day? That can allow you to determine, oh man, this person's in a lot of pain, I can help, or like the severity of it, right? Because if someone just has 5 pounds to lose, they might not invest 1 to 2 or 3K with you. Same thing with pain. If the pain is like a 1 or 2 out of 10, probably not big enough for them to like want to invest 1 to 2K. But if it's keeping them up at night, if it's impacting their life in negative ways, it will. But we've got to get clear on the goal and make sure that it's a big enough goal that we can help with. All right. Once we've done that, the next thing we want to identify is what are they currently doing to achieve those goals? Okay. The cool part of this is it doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't. We just need to know what they're doing. And let's say someone's goal is to lose weight and they're currently doing the carnivore diet. Okay. And all right, thanks. Awesome. Glad you're doing carnivore. How's that working for you? It's not working that well. Okay, good. If it's not working well, we have an opportunity to help. If they're crushing it, if they have a goal, right? They're crushing it. It's really hard for us to say, hey, we can help. So, at that point, I'd be like, awesome, we'll keep doing it. Here's a free resource if anything changes in the future, or like, here's a quick resource that I think could help you even more, right? And just send them a YouTube video or a free training or something. But I would end the conversation there. If they've got a goal, they're working towards it, and they're happy with their progress. I want to emphasize just like only pitch to people who need your help, right? So if they say it's not working, then it's time to say, okay, well, look, I hear that it's not working, or either it's not working or it's not working at the speed they want it to. Instead of pitching ourselves and be like, well, I can help you, we can say, okay, interesting. Well, I've actually I found a different approach that I'm finding with my clients is working better than insert what they said. I'd love to share that with you if you're open to it, right? So now we're kind of pitching and presenting a new method that's going to get them results faster, okay? And we don't necessarily tell them what that is because we want to create curiosity. And once we do that, and they're like, yeah, I would love to learn. You kind of like push to a call, right? So it's like, awesome. Well, do you have time to chat like later today? I'm happy to walk through it on a call with you, And typically what we'll do with our clients, if you're doing this messenger approach, is that this is a 15 to 30 minute call. and you're really getting clear on the person's goals, you're asking more questions, and you loosely present what you do. And then you say at the end of this, hey, if you're looking for support on this, let's book a second call and I can walk through how I help my clients go from here to here, okay? So using this approach in the DMs to kind of reiterate, we're kind of pitching advice at the end of this call. We get on a short 15 to 30 minute call, build rapport, then pitch a longer call. It's going to be a sales call. What I don't recommend, which I see a lot of people do, is they'll pitch free advice or a free call, and they get on this call and they pitch their offer, but the person only expects free advice, so they don't buy. You want, if you pitch a call and you're gonna pitch an offer on it, it needs to be crystal clear that an offer is coming. If not, there's a high likelihood that you're not gonna make any sales, okay? So this is the DM process and script. Feel free, take a screenshot, use it, all right? Now, last but not least, we covered a lot in this video. The last thing that I do to sign clients every single month, I do this exact same strategy I share with you guys, right? Update the profile, make content, do DMs, and when I need more people to DM and book calls with, what I'll do is I'll simply just set up some Instagram ads, all right? I've got a couple different ad strategies that I'll do, but I'm gonna share with you the easiest one. Okay, the easiest one is the follower funnel, and this is for newer coaches if you've never ran ads before. If you want to run ads and scale ads and make 20, 30, 40, 50K a month, we've got to do a different strategy. But if you're going just from 10, you want to make 10, 20K a month online, this is one of the easiest ways to do it. And it's by simply just boosting posts that call out your ideal avatar and will drive them to follow you, okay? So let me show you an example. So like Jen's is a perfect example of one because it's what we do. So the only issue with this one is I don't have Jen, an online fitness coach, right? So like if someone's Instagram might show this to people who aren't fitness coaches because I don't say it in here. Anytime you boost a post, it's kind of what I talked about earlier in the video of mistakes people make. It's like you really want that ad to call out your ideal client so that you get more ideal clients to follow you. If I boost a post that's geared towards everyone, I'm going to get everyone following me, and that's a problem. Right? That's a problem. I don't want that. I want only ideal clients. Okay. So here's an example of one. This one didn't get a ton of views or likes or engagement, but this one has the outcome: 7 tools to make $250K a year as an online health and fitness coach. Make sure you have all of these. So this one actually would be a good one to boost because it's calling out the avatar and the goal, right? So here's the goal. Here's the avatar. So if I'm an online coach, online health and fitness coach who wants to make this, I'm more likely to engage in this. Does this make sense? Because if I just boosted this one without saying Jen is an online fitness coach, this ad could be placed in front of anybody who wants to turn 2K into 30K in 30 days, right? I actually did turn this into an ad, but what I did when I made it an ads manager is that I changed online health and fitness coaches in the call out. Does that make sense? Because then that allows me to start to attract those like right people to this ad, okay? Let's just pretend this is the one I want to boost. I'm gonna show you do it right now because it's so simple and you don't need to spend 5, 10 grand on learning how to do this. Just do this, all right? Push boost post, and we're doing it from desktop. If you do it on mobile, it's gonna cost more. Apple takes a little surcharge fee. So we're gonna boost post. I optimize for profile visit. I would encourage you to test this one as well as messages, just like test them both. We're gonna do profile views. We are going to do people similar to your followers. Typically, if you've been posting for a little bit, that's a pretty good strategy. I would just run with that. I'm gonna come down here. I'm going to have duration, run this ad until paused. And ideally, I'm gonna start at least at 20 bucks a day. 20 to 50 bucks a day is good. I really like $30 a day. That's a pretty good sweet spot. And when I do this, people are gonna start seeing this ad and they're gonna come back to my profile, right? And if I've done everything I share with you guys already in this video, where I've optimized this and this, I should get 10 to 20% of the people that hit my account from this ad to follow me, right? And then when they follow me, I just do this DM process. And if I'm able to do this, and let's say you launch these ads and you get 20 to 50 new followers a day, on top of the content you're creating, that's 20 to 50 DMs a day or leads you can have a day to start conversations with. And then from them, can you book one call? If I give you 50 new people a day, can you book one call? I hope so, right? Right, I hope so. Now, if you can't book a call, that means you got to work on your DMs and your sales skills. Because this, like anytime you run ads, you're just going to be testing your sales skills, right? Because the ad is the marketing. The sales is you having a conversation and getting someone on the phone and making an offer, right? But that's all you have to do. Do that until you're doing 10, 20K a month. Don't run any more expensive, like time-consuming ads. And then once you're doing that, you're then going to want to get into Ads Manager and run more traditional ads, whether that's ads to DMs, which is typically what we'll start with, is like you have a free resource and people will DM you for it. And then as you progress, ultimately the best strategy of all is to drive people to a landing page where you can then give them a freebie or free resource on the end, and you can build an email list and you can retarget all of those people. And you can, every time you push send on an email, you can start making money and printing money, right? So that's where you want to go. And this is where you start, all right? So that's all I got for today. Thank you guys for watching. I know we went through a lot in today's video. You might want to watch this again to get all the different steps and pieces of this. And if you guys already haven't checked out my free training, I've got a free training below that links to 5 steps or 5 stages that I take everybody through, all my clients through, to add 10 to 20K a month to their business in 6 to 12 months. It's going to be linked below. It's a free training. You can watch it, and it should really help you get clear if you're under 20K a month, right? Of like how to get started with this business, how to get leads, how do I price my offer? All of that's going to be in the video. So go ahead and click that link below and watch that video. And if you guys have any questions, shoot me DMs over on Instagram. I'm happy to help. All right. So that's all I got for today. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.